Well, welcome. We've got a double thing going on. I'm trying to do this for the first time as we are going through this Zoom call at the same time, trying to go Facebook Live right on our page. So it looks like hopefully it's working well. We also, just so you guys know, I've got Russ Cowley that's going to be on the Facebook page. So people have questions there. You can type in your questions. We're going to be getting some things answered. And I know that we got a lot of excitement, a lot of questions that are probably going to be happening because of, all the things that are taking place. And, anytime we're making some great changes that are going to make a big impact, I know that all the leaders out there want to understand this. So that's why we wanted to take some time tonight after we've made the announcement. All of our send events are done, and now it's time to get to work and really start to implement these changes that we know are going to have a positive impact in your business and in things moving forward. So, tonight what we want to do is just go over these different enhancements, and that's one of the words that I love to use is an enhancement, because that is exactly what we're doing. We have been in business now for almost 6 years. And so the beauty of that is we've had the ability to look at the data and look at the numbers the last 6 years and say, how can we help people? Where are people getting stuck? Where can we help people get to that next level? Where is there money that's being paid out or spent where we can actually do it more effectively? And then how can we incentivize and put some additional funds and resources in places that are going to get our top leaders to keep pushing and growing and have everybody else want to get to that point. So that's what we're going to be sharing about with all of you tonight. And I know that hopefully we get the same type of response that we've been getting around the globe. When we did this in Dallas, as we just finished up, we got a standing ovation when things were done. Because hopefully here at Rain where our heart is, and that is how can we continually improve upon where we're at. We're not happy with wherever we're at because we want to progress constantly. We want to grow and we want to impact and empower more and more people. So let's get into this. So as we've been looking at the numbers, guys, what we need to realize is no matter what you're doing, when we're blazing a new trail, you're going to be going certain directions and you're going to be able to just like going through a maze. If you see one thing and you're going one direction and maybe you think you can go another one faster to get everybody there quicker, you want to do we've been seeing, obviously we want to focus on the Amazon and eBay and online auction sites, make it so that is more difficult and that we can monitor that and shut that down as much as possible. And that has been a focus. And so some of these enhancements are to help with that. Another thing that we want to do is we want to speed up the plan. We want to incentivize and make sure that people are moving at a pace because there's incentive to do so. Another thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that the plan is paying out based on activity, which makes sense. It should be based on activity, but we want it to be based on time frames and different things as we're using both of the human wants. We want to go towards pleasure, and I'm going to talk about this, and we want to get away from pain. So we want to do things that we're going to see that have an impact, and we want to do, we don't want fear of loss. We don't want to lose out on things. And so we want to make sure that we're using that to our benefit as we push out there. So compensation creates the opposite behavior of where the company needs to go. So what we want to do is we're looking at a couple of things and the habits that have been happening in certain areas, and then focusing on how can we help that's more advantageous to you. So if you look past the different promotions that we've done in history, and you see what we've been able to launch and why we've launched it, I want you to understand that everything has had a purpose. We wanted to see the behaviors. We wanted to see the outcomes. And now that we have that data, we can make these enhancements that we know are going to positively impact everybody that's out there. And then what we want to do is we want to simplify the onboarding process. And we're doing a lot of things from an application standpoint, from a back office standpoint, where we're bringing things in-house that are going to allow that to happen. So we have 110% control of every aspect of the onboarding process, on the back office, on the app and everything that ties to it, because it's ours. So those are things that we've seen that we want to improve. And then we want people, and we've seen it where, people hit those high ranks. Maybe they've already been in our $1 million club, they've made million or millions, and we want to continually incentivize them and push them to continue to build. Not that they don't help their teams, and not that they already don't have that desire, but what can we do to fuel that and drive that? So, those are some of the concerns that we've seen. So the solutions out there is we want to do something on our products where, it's a one price for all of our products, where there's not a different variance based on, whether it's an auto ship price or whether you're a distributor price, or of course you can retail the product and you should retail the product. But I'm saying when you're buying it directly from the company, we don't want to make it where there's such a discount where then it's going to feed online sales, where it's going to feed a cheaper price because somebody can get that discounted price and then use that to hurt others. Okay, so we want to, and we're going to change that. We want to create urgency in the compensation plan, in our profit system, with the right behavior. And how we do that in this compensation plan is what I'm going to show you. We also want to create depth in the first order bonuses, so that it's not just 1 or 2 levels, but there's depth off of that. So as you continue to build, as somebody's going from the front part of the plan to the middle part of the plan, that they're going to be able to still see that bridge that's gapped while the middle part of the plan is building. I don't want to see people's checks go up and go back down while they're waiting for that next plan or part of the plan to kick in. And do the same thing with customers. We want depth on customers and customer bonuses, that's driving the total sales around the world. Guys, we are a customer company. We have so many customers. A majority of our revenue comes from customers. But what if you could get paid on depth and not just on your own personal customers and then CV, but what if you could get bonused on people's customers and their customers and so forth? So it's very advantageous, obviously, financially for people if that's the case. And then as I've alluded to, we are simplifying the onboarding process to make that as easy and as simple as possible so that we can, once again, get people that want to make a decision to make that decision and be able to move as fast as they can to make that simple, make the onboarding process fast. And these are all the solutions that we've been working on. So as we get into some of this now, and we talk about some of these things, I want you to make sure that you understand these important terms. Now, we're really only introducing one new term that you probably aren't aware of or you haven't experienced yet here in RAIN. A personal volume is still your personal volume that you is generated because of the orders that you place or through the customers that you bring. You got commissionable volume, which is what you're going to be paid commissions on. Now you have what's called qualifying volume. What this qualifying volume is going to do is a qualifying volume is what helps you qualify for rank and hit and hold rank. Where commissions are going to pay you commissions, qualifying volume is going to get you and help you stay qualified for the different ranks like, gold or like platinum actually, or the elite ranks or diamond. So qualifying volume is just that. And then I know there's a little typo right there, guys, sorry. And then you got your group volume, which is your total commission volume coming from your team or your group. So as you can see, these are the 4 different groups and categories, and the qualifying volume is what is new. And you're going to see why that is important as we start to share this with you. Because what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to give you a better benefit to hit rank and hold rank, even if the CV is where it's at. We can give you more. Now, for example, the enrollment packs is one thing that we want to simplify. Now, we're in 40 different countries. And if we want to be able to streamline this, what we're seeing is a lot of different packs, a lot of different starter kits, a lot of different ways to get enrolled. So when somebody wants to join, if you have a lot of options, you can create confusion because now you have to figure out what's the difference between this one and this one, what products are in this one or that one. And we want to make it really, really simple so that all you have to do, whether you're enrolling somebody in your country or in a country on the other side of the world, is they just need to pick their country and then pick their pack. And these packs are going to be standard all across the globe. And so these are the 4 packs that we're going to come out with. We're going to come out with a basic pack. We're also going to have your builders pack, your pro pack, and then your elite promotional pack. these are the 4 packs that we're going to have. And what I want you to understand is everything is included in these packs. So for example, when you see a basic pack, right now in Rain, in a lot of our markets, we have, enrollment kits, activation fees, those types of different things based on what's done in your country. And so somebody comes in the business, they order product, and they pay a fee of a certain amount on top of that to get your back office set up. And then if people want our application so that they have an app so that they can use to build their business, that's an additional fee. Maybe they get a month or 2 free, but then they have to pay these additional fees, where this is included in the whole price. You're going to get everything. So there's nothing additional that you would need to do unless you need additional product or samples or whatever you're wanting. But everything that you need, back office, app, product, all those types of things, activation fee, everything is in these prices. All right. So for example, the basic pack, which has 70 CV, here's the beauty of QV. Now I can give you a higher volume on your qualifying volume, QV, which is going to be 100, or a builder's pack where it's 140 CV, but you're going to get 300 QV. Okay. So for qualification purposes, that's a big deal. Pro Pack, same thing, $699, 300 CV, but 500 QV. And as you can see, this is where the 3 Business Center comes into play. And then the Elite Promotional Pack, which is $999, 500 CV, or 700 QV. Now, the difference between this Elite Promotional Pack and maybe the Gold Pack that you're used to is the 5 additional months of auto volume is not on this kit. So we've basically taken off the auto volume. So if you want that, just add a +6 to the process when you're checking out. And we're going to make these packs pretty simple so that they're all going to have the same things in them. And every time we launch a new product or come out with a new product, we're not going to rearrange all these kits and all these packs. But if you want something in addition, just add it. Okay, just add it to these packs, and then it's still really simple. So people can get additional things if they want to, but we don't want to have 15 or 20 different variations like we've gotten to that point, which is creating confusion on what's the difference between this pack and that pack, and then what are the contents in this kit and that kit, where people have all these different options. And once again, a confused mind does not act. And we want people to act, and we want people to move forward. And so those are the packs. So as we talk about this technology fee, and the technology fee is a $99 fee, which includes the back office, the funnel pages that we're producing, the app, replicated sites, all of those things. And as I mentioned, this $99 activation fee is not in addition to those prices. It is included in those prices, especially as we're bringing all of this technology in-house where Rain is doing it. And then what we're going to do on these renewals, so this covers you for a year for the app, which right now, if you paid for the year up front, you're going to be paying about $90, right? $89 just for that, let alone anything else that you're wanting. So with the renewal, it's a $40 annual fee for your back office, for the app to renew it for another year, for all of those things that we come out with. But here's a benefit to you, that is, if you have been active and somebody is active for the last 12 months, which means they're purchasing product on a consistent basis, then that is going to be waived. So then there is no additional cost for you. So that is a big deal, where right now that's not how it's set up. You still have to pay that additional cost for the app and stuff month after month after month, or annually. So this is all going to be included, which is a big deal. And that's why it's exciting that as we bring this in-house, excuse me, I'll be taking a drink or two. I've been talking all weekend. Then you can see we can do things like this. So that's an exciting thing. So what we're trying to do to enhance the customer and retail aspect of things. Now let's look at this. Now our customer program right now, the way it works is what you get 10 points of CV that goes up the tree and that goes for qualification for you. So we're going to change this so that there's more volume going up the tree, and there's also more volume of qualification to you. So how this is going to work is, right now, if somebody were to buy a box of product, from a distributor standpoint, there's 50 CV. From a customer standpoint, there's only 10, right? So what we're going to do to make this, just always think of whatever the normal distributor CV would be, 50% of that is what the customer volume is going to be. So we're going to pay 50 or 25% 50% of the CV. So you can see if it was 50 CV, half of that, 50% of that is 25 CV. So now you have 25 CV that would be going up the tree, and also 25 CV that would count towards your personal qualification. So right now you need 5 customers, okay, at 10 CV apiece, let's say 5 boxes of Soul, for you to have 50 CV to be qualified through customers if you didn't purchase your own box. But now through customers, when we launch this customer program, you need 2, because one customer is going to give you 25 CV, personal volume, and then that goes up the tree. So it's a lot more volume going up the tree. It's a lot more volume to qualify you. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pay 20% of that 50% as a bonus on that first level. Now, I know that we have doctors out there that have a lot of customers and they're used to the old program. Well, we're going to put together a doctor's program that's going to be forthcoming. So, those people that are doing it right, we want to do it right. What I don't want is I don't want people that are doing it wrong and are using the old plan to be able to get cheaper product and get that $20 bonus back and then have, sell it on Amazon for $55 and make money. I don't want that. So we want to take that option away. And so what we're doing is we're putting more CV for you personally, more CV that goes up the tree. And then you're going to get, once again, 20% of the 50% of the CV or of the 25. So look at this. Once again, this is a big deal. And then what we're going to allow to have happen is once you have at least 4 customers that are active or more, then not only are you going to get the 20% of the 50%, but we're going to open up 3 more levels of payout for you. So you're going to have your personal customers. Then as you have distributors in your team that have their personal customers, you can get paid 5% off of their customers and off of those people's distributors. So 3 levels deep underneath you, you're going to get percentages not only on your own customers, but on other people's customers. And this is the benefit and the power of networking. Okay, when it's not just you, but you can not just benefit off the volume, guys. Remember, the volume's still going up the tree. So on the 3rd level, on all those customers, that 25 CV is still going up through the compensation plan to pay you. But on top of that, you get a 15% bonus. Okay, or on top of that, you get a 10% on your 2nd level, or a 5% on top of the CV that you already just got. So it's kind of a double payout on this, which is awesome. So in a way, it's kind of like levels of first order bonus, except we're doing it on customers. So you can see, just to kind of give you an idea how this works, look at the difference. And this is just if 4 people got 4 people and we were doing 4 by 4 and it was going down that way, you would see, you would get $50 off of your customers. But then you could also see that on your 1st level, 2nd, and 3rd, really what that means to you. So this compresses and it will go up and compress. So you got to understand that we're wanting to put money in your pockets. We're wanting to put more money in your pockets. And since we are such a customer focused company, I mean, this is going to be substantial for a lot of people. And for a lot of people in the future, when you can see that you're not just making, a couple of $100 off of your own customers, but that you can make thousands of dollars off of the depth of your team and organization as they go out there and get customers too, since we're so customer focused. This is a big deal. So as you can see this just a couple of levels, what that can mean for you. You can also see that this can have an effect where you're seeing your incomes increase faster. What we want to do is we want to speed up the ability for people to do this part-time and move to full-time and move to all the time. Okay, not just full-time, but hey, we're talking all the time. We eat, drink, and sleep rain. That's what I want to do. Those are the people that have set themselves free. It's a part of them. And we have a lot of people that are already doing that as part-timers, but fast is fun, slow is painful. And we want to be able to, as anybody has seen in their businesses, and I want you to think in your organizations, but we want to get you back to that time when you were first getting started, or when you had that momentum in your team, or maybe you still have it, when you had that speed. I mean, how fun was that? Fast is fun. This business is so much easier to build fast than it ever is to build slow. So we want to make sure that we can build it fast, and we can help you do that by some of these enhancements. And that's why we're enhancing this. So let's look at what we're doing to the FOBs, because if you like what we just did to that customer program, you are going to love this. Now, what I want to make sure everybody is clear on is for those people that have come in with, whether it's the gold fast track pack or maybe the elite or any of these other packs that we've had in the past and that we're still going to have for the next couple of weeks before we launch this stuff. Somebody has so many months of enhanced gen match on the back end, guys, we're going to honor that. Of course, we're going to honor that. We're going to do all of those things to honor those other parts of the plan for those people that have come in with, the kit that they came in with. What we just want to do is make it better. So here's how we're going to do it. Would you rather have, once again, 50% of one person's efforts, or would you rather have a percentage in depth of hundreds or thousands of people eventually? As the money and the difference is staggering. So let me give you an idea of what we're doing now. So this is the standard. So anybody that's going to join RAIN and come in as a RAIN partner, you're automatically going to get 20% FOB. Okay, we're going to get 20%. All you have to do is have 50 personal volume. How do you get 50 personal volume? You can do that by buying a box of product yourself, or now what? When we make these changes, 2 customers gives you 50 personal volume, right? Because you get a benefit of that 25 personally in your position. So you can start earning on this. So you're going to get 20% on all of the people that you bring into the business. Now, we're going to incentivize people to go out there and work. Like I talked about, we want to utilize both things that motivate people. People have a fear of loss. They don't want to miss out. Okay, we're motivated towards pleasure and away from pain or loss. And so we need to use both of those to create the speed in the organization. So here's what we're going to do. Now, one of the things I want to make sure that people understand, I showed you those 4 kits, right? Now we had that elite kit that was at the top. If people come in with that elite kit on the first level, that 20% that I just showed you is going to be 40% the first 28 days. So the first 4 weeks that you're in the business, you're going to have that increased and enhanced. So you might as well go get double the bonus for the same work, right? So you can still have a 40% FOB personally the first 28 days as you get started. That's if you come in with that elite kit. So there's obviously some benefits for doing that. But if you didn't, you're at the 20%. Now here's what we want to do. We want to incentivize people not to just get started, but we know what's one of Newton's laws of physics. Those things in motion tend to stay in motion. We want to get people in motion. We want to get people to act. And so how we're able to do this and what we're going to do here is we want to make somebody be able to make them a maker. Okay, or we call it a maker or a maker one. Now, what is that? That is, once you join the business, if you go out there and you get 2 RAIN partners and 2 customers within the first 2 weeks, then what we're going to do is we're going to open up level 2 FOB and level 3 FOB for you. Once you've done that, you get 3 levels of FOB instead of 2 right now. We have 2, but now you have 3 levels of FOB for life as long as you're active. Now, if somebody's not active, those levels 2 and 3 go away. And you still always can get the level 1 at 20%. But if you remain active and you go out there and in 2 weeks you get 2 customers and 2 distributors or RAIN partners, or you can see the qualifiers, 600 QV and 100 QV from the customer volume. So if you can see the sweet spot, I showed you those 4 kits, right? The sweet spot is going to be which kit? It's going to be, that kit that you can see the second kit up. And as I scroll back here, I want you to see this real quick. I'm going to scroll back so you can see this. Here's the 4 kits, right? Sorry, I got to go back to all these 4 kits. Okay, the builder's pack and up. So the $399 kit, okay, you can see that we asked for 600 QV. So 2 of those. But what if you got 1 elite? That's more than 600. So you could just get 1 elite and do that as well. And then obviously your customers, we wanted you to get that 100 QV where you're going to get 50 QV. That's the beauty, once again, of doing QV, right? The beauty of doing QV is even though with the customers, how much volume is going up the tree? 25, but I can still count it as 50 QV. See, I love it. I love it because I can give you more benefit by having this, introducing this QV term. So you want to have 600 QV on partner volume, and then on the starters, as people are getting started and joining on that product, and then you want to have 100 QV from customers. So if you do 2 customers, 2 RAIN partners in 2 weeks, you're going to open up these other additional levels of FOB. So you need to remain active, of course. And then what you also are going to get here is we're going to give you a free box of Soul. So in your next order, so the month later, when you have your auto ship or you order product, you're going to receive an additional box of Soul. It doesn't have volume on it. It's a gift. We're going to say, congratulations. Not only did you get 2 other levels of FOB, but let us give you some product that you can give out and sample, that you can use and share with your family, that you can help to, or you could even sell and retail it, to help you build your business. Great job. We're going to give you a free box of product. Once again, no volume. It's a gift. Now, we have a maker 2. What's the difference here? So if you went out there that first 2 weeks and this is what you did, then you're a maker. If you want to be a maker 2, now what we're doing is we're kind of up in the ante. So we're saying go and get 4 customers, okay, for 200 QV, and go and get 1,200 QV of partner volume, or you can say, 4 RAIN partners at the builder's kit, or less than that with any kit higher than that. So just remember 4 in 4 weeks. 4 customers, 4 RAIN partners in 4 weeks. And if you've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to open up an additional level of an FOB for you. So now you're getting paid 4 levels of FOB. Okay, we're trying to get this speed, and we're going to also give you an additional bonus of $250. So as you go out there and become a maker 2, now you're going to also get this status. So if you've done this, not only are you probably going to hit ranks in the comp plan, but you're going to have these a status of, are you a maker? Are you a maker 2? Or you're going to see some of these other different types of statuses that we give out when people do these things. But once again, this is something that people can do right out the gate. Now, what if you did it quicker than 4 weeks? Great. What if you did it your first week? Fabulous. Are we going to wait 4 weeks to pay you the $250? No. As soon as you did it, if you did it in your first week, we'll pay you the $250 bonus in your first week. Okay, but this is what we're saying. This is the minimum of what we want to see done in your first 4 weeks. Now, if you want to become a RAIN maker, obviously you can see right there that there's a $2,000 bonus. This is a bigger reward. Well, what are we doing here? Well, just remember, to become a maker is 2, 2, and 2, right? 2 customers, 2 RAIN partners in 2 weeks. A maker 2 is 4, 4, and 4. 4 RAIN partners, 4 customers in 4 weeks. Okay, to become a RAIN maker, it's 8, 8, and 8. Right? So we just doubled it. So you're going to go get 8 RAIN partners, 8 customers, and you have 8 weeks to do it. Or you got to hit this volume. You can do it with less than 8 RAIN partners, but RAIN partner volume, 2,400 QV, a customer volume 400. All right. So now you're still going to get paid on all 4 levels, but the difference is you get the status of being a RAIN maker, and we're going to pay you an additional $2,000. So you're going to get, this isn't the difference between the 250 we already gave you. We're going to give you 2,000 plus 250 plus that free box of product plus all of these FOBs plus all the other parts of the comp plan I'm not talking about. So I want you to think about this. It is realistic. You can look anybody in the eye and you know now what they can do to go make a couple of $1,000 in the next couple of weeks. Somebody joins the business. What do I have to do to make a couple of $1,000 in the first couple of weeks? It's clearly spelled out. This is exactly what you have to do. And right now, I don't know anybody that couldn't use some additional income in their pockets, especially as we're getting, to this point where the next couple of months and in the future with holidays and all these different things, that it's just going to be, once again, an added incentive for people to go out there and get paid additional bonuses for doing the work that we're going to do anyway. Just do it in a time frame. All we're trying to do is create this time frame, this speed, this momentum. All right, but there's, as you can see, that there's an option for levels 5, 6, and 7. Say we can pay 7 levels of FOB. 7. So how do you do this? You do this by powering up. And how you power up is you need to have 10 unique households. That's what that HH stands for, households. So I want 10 customers from 10 unique households. So a minimum of 500 QV, right? Because you have 50 QV on a box of Sol. So 50 times 10 is 500 QV. And what we're going to do is, if you have this, so you have 500 QV from customers, you are going to be powered up. And you're going to get an additional 2% levels 5, 6, and 7. Now, I want you to think about this. This is going to fill a lot of the holes in the binary, or the middle part of the plan, that dual team. Because now if you go do a meeting for your strong leg, let's say you have a strong leg and you have a lesser leg. You have 50 people that are showing up to a meeting in your lesser leg. You have 300 people going to a meeting that you could do in your stronger leg. Most people are going to ignore the stronger leg meeting and go do the one with 50 people, instead of doing both, because you have incentive to do it, because you're going to get 7 levels of FOB in your strong leg. So now you don't care. As you go out there, a lot of times people that are building their business, they have to make sure that they're growing their business, and if they're spending time, that they're profitable doing it. This is going to help everybody. It's going to help fill in those holes. It's going to help bridge people from the front part of the plan to the middle part of the plan. And it is going to be powerful. Guys, we've run some scenarios. And I can tell you what, just looking at some of our existing leaders and the scenario we're in and the scenario that this creates, it's staggering. It's powerful. And I'm excited about it because of what it's going to do for people. So this is something that people can always do. You can earn levels 2 through 7 by powering up, right? But if you power up after the time frame, you can still get those 7 levels, but you're not going to get the money. All right, so just make sure that people understand how this works. And I'm sure that you can watch this a few times in the future and get it. So this is an alternative qualifier, but they can also give you some additional levels of FOB. So the big incentives all the way to the top. We want to incentivize everybody. So here's what we're doing with the executive pool. As we've had this executive pool where we've taken 1.5% of the money and we put it in this pool and we give it to the bronze, silver, and gold executive ranks. Now, we've done this to be generous. We've taken it and put it on some of the front part of the plan so that we can help people try to bridge from the front part of the plan to the middle part of the plan. That was the purpose. But because there's so many people in this pool, the shares are really small and it's not making a difference. Okay, it's not driving somebody to push to stay there or get into that pool, because it's not significant enough, because there are so many shares. So we're not taking this pool away and taking the money away. We're rearranging where we're putting this money, and we're going to take it from the 1.5 from the executive, and we're going to put it as a diamond pool that we're going to pay quarterly. Because if we pay it quarterly and we pay it to diamonds, now these shares are going to be significant. And I want to be able to hand people big checks, every quarter. So if you're a diamond, you can get 1 share a week that you hit it. So black rain diamond is 2 shares, double black rain is 3 shares, triple black rain is 4 shares. Now that's weekly. And we're going to accumulate these shares, and every quarter we're going to give those checks out. And it's going to be, once again, it's the same money, but it's going to matter. It's going to motivate. So you don't want to just hit diamond. You want to hit and hold diamond every week, because every time you do that, you're getting shares in this pool that are going to be paid out on a quarterly basis. And once again, we're doing it quarterly because I want it to build up so that these checks can be significant, right? So that's exciting for all those people that are going to diamond or at diamond, or who've hit it and you want to stay there. Okay, so we want to make sure that the expectation is surpassed. And that's what I feel like has happened with the executive pool, is people could be let down because the shares in the pool aren't really too exciting to be talking about, and they're not motivating. I want to be able to motivate, and if we do this and put this in a diamond ownership pool, then now the shares are going to be worth something, and they're going to be big, and they are going to be important and help people hold rank. Okay, so we're taking, once again, this is worldwide CV. So let me show you another thing that we're doing. So as you can see, our rank advancement bonuses that we've had as a promotion, this is something that we've had Now, as far as the rank advancements, we're eliminating some of those rank advancements on the small scale, on the small side of things. And the reason being is because all these FOBs are going to be way more advantageous for somebody, a lot more money in their pocket than maybe a $30, rank advancement bonus for hitting, manager. So what we want to do is we're going to put that money there that is going to be more motivating, and then we're going to put the bigger money, as you see, to these higher ranks, because I want somebody's life to be changed when they go out there and they're impacting people on a big scale. So diamond is 5,000, still black rain diamond is 10,000, but we're changing this rank advancement bonus. So if you go out and you hit double black rain diamond, instead of paying what we were going to pay, we are going to pay $100,000. So $100,000 for somebody to go hit double black rain diamond. Now, that should hopefully excite you to go do that. Now, if you wanted to hit triple black rain diamond, then as you can see, we're going to have some requirements that you got to have 4 legs, no more than 30% coming from any one of those personal enrollment tree legs. And what we're going to pay here is $250,000, $250,000 for somebody hitting this rank. I can guarantee you, if you hit triple black rain diamond, you're making some pretty good money already. You're most likely in our millionaire club already. But then an additional $250,000 cash that we're going to pay you, okay, in a check. And it's pretty exciting. So we want people to go and push. In fact, we have people that have hit triple black rain diamond. So pay attention for some of our next ranks coming out. And obviously those bonuses are going to be increased higher than the 250,000. But we have people hitting these ranks. We need to invent and come out with even new ranks now, which I love and I'm excited about. So here's what I want people to understand. I want people to really be able to see what this can mean for them. And we don't want people to wait. So we're going to do a promotion now. And today, until we launch this, every active rain partner is going to be grandfathered in. So in those countries that might not understand what grandfathered means, it means that you were here through to get us to this point. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put you in as a maker too. So you're getting paid on 4 levels right out the gate. You don't have to go and qualify or do any of these things. You have been here. And so we're going to just give you that status up front and just give it to you because you're here. Now, what's the benefit for those people you go enroll right now? They're going to get the benefits of the old plan and the old kits. But when we make this change, they're going to be grandfathered in as well. So they're going to get the benefits of the new plan. So you get the benefits of both plans, the way that we've done it and the way that we're going to be doing it. All right? That's exciting. And for those people that between now and when we launch, you take advantage of this time as we started. Even though you're going to be grandfathered in, I want you to have the ability to go earn the $2,250. I want you to be able to do that. Go get those one-time bonuses. So if you go out there and you get 8, and 8, so you go out and you get 8 new customers, they got to be new. 8 new rain partners with those volume requirements that we talked about. So you can do it with less than 8, and you do that within the next 8 weeks. We'll pay you an additional $2,250. But it's going to be, one thing I want to make sure that we're clear, we still have the old kits, so we're not looking at the QV because that doesn't come into effect until we make these changes, right? So we're going to be looking at the CV. You got to hit the same CV requirements because before we make these changes, you're still getting the 50% FOB, 40 or 50% FOB. So I can't pay 50% FOB and give you a QV volume higher so that you hit the 2,250. So you hit those volume requirements with the current CV kits, and you're going to be able to get this $2,250 in additional bonuses, which I think would be pretty handy for the holiday season that's coming up. So I'm excited about this because I know the impact it is going to have. What we're going to do is we'll also have some different scenarios where we can show you what this means and the difference in the numbers, but they are substantial. They are powerful, and you are going to see this. And so I know that this is going to be a difference maker. It is going to help speed up things. And like I said right at the beginning, Guys, we're not guessing. This is not something that we're hoping this works in rain. All these things and these enhancements that we're making are based on 6 years almost worth of data in rain. It's based on rain's data, rain numbers, not what somebody told us was a good idea, but what we've looked at and what we can see we can do to help benefit you. And so that's our goal here at Rain International, is to do just that. Be partners. This is our company. And when we see something that we can do to help, we want to help. This is going to help big time. And you're going to see that in your teams and your organizations. And as people, go through the different levels and ranks and different parts of the plan, this is going to, like I said, make a big impact and help a lot of people. So we're excited about it. I can't wait to get to a point where we're officially launching this. But guys, do not wait. Take advantage right now, because we're looking at the date as of, let's see, when did we announce this? We announced this on the 28th. We announced this on the 28th. So the 28th of October is where we're looking back to, where we're going to be starting the 8 weeks and when we make these changes. So what you want to do is you want to get out there and get this thing done. You want to get people involved now so they can take advantage of what we have and what we're going to have. They can be grandfathered in and go out there and get the additional bonuses. So anyway, stay tuned. We've got a lot of things and a lot of training we're going to do on this and all the other things that are coming out in Rain. And guys, I am just excited to share this. We have been kind of tight-lipped for a few months, and I'm finally relieved that we can go and share this with everybody, because I've been biting my lip for a long time, because I know this has been coming. So we appreciate you. We care about you here at Rain, and we want the masses to win. And hopefully you can see through our actions that is exactly what we're trying to do, because we're always trying to make it better for our Rain partners. So let's go out, everybody. Let's focus. Let's make sure that we take advantage of this time frame and we go out and make it rain. Everyone, this is Byron Belka, wishing everybody a fantastic, fantastic day. Appreciate all of you, and we'll talk to you later. We'll see you.